Welcome to the recap video of the new features in Seek R61. We'll begin by looking at how has Seek advanced the capabilities of our Workbench users. A common use case where the new features of R61 shine is statistical process control. On the screen is a lab tag as well as a condition capturing the different grades of product we were producing at the time. To aid in improving the consistency of our process, we'd like to develop an analysis to alert anomalous values and highlight the worst grades and tests. These anomalies can be detected based on if a sample falls more than 3 standard deviations outside of the mean over a given period. Previously in Seek, we would use multiple aggregate functions to calculate the mean and standard deviation, and then combine them together to create this limit. Now in R61, we'll use the standard deviation boundary function instead. This function will not only simplify the formula codes, but will also perform better, leading to quicker insights. With our lower limit made, we can compare it to our process trend to see where there are deviations. It looks like on the screen there's a deviation around this time, but it's a little hard to see these particular samples. In this version of Seek, I can modify the size of the sample dot by changing the thickness of the line. Any user looking at discrete points along a trend will find this addition handy. We'll skip ahead in this use case to a point where we've also made an upper limit and have a condition developed determining when our process value goes outside of either limit. In R60, we added SaaS notifications to enable users to receive emails about if this event occurred. In R61, we've expanded this feature by allowing users to edit the email body to include relevant links and comments. The alert can also be sent to Seek native groups for cases where the alert needs to be sent to numerous users that may change over time. While sending email notifications has become one of the more popular features in Seek, one need our customers had was to integrate Seek notifications into their existing support workflows. To address this, users can now use Seek Data Lab to connect a notification to a webhook of an external application. This will allow Seek notifications to be sent to other software like Slack or Microsoft Teams. Have a look at the video linked in the description to see more about this integration. To complete this use case, we've made a calculation to determine how many deviations we have during each grade. We can show this scorecard metric in our table view, allowing us to present this information in a tabular format. Looking in the data pane, you can see that this analysis is based on a lab tag located within an asset tree. Other tests were ran on this product, and we would like to perform the same anomaly detection for them. In Table, I can click on Assets to apply the same calculations to all of my tests for this product. This workflow has been regularly used by our users to scale their analytics, but now we've empowered users to scale up even more. Rather than being stuck at the level above the parent asset of the calculations, we can now scale to any level of the tree. I'll repeat the same steps as before, but this time scale across the full product lab data tree. Now I can see the same calculations across all my sites, products, and tests. The next feature that was added in R61 was the downSample function to the formula tool. This function efficiently reduces the density of tags, allowing for faster calculations. Other functions have historically been used to achieve similar effects, but with this operator, there is no longer a risk of increasing data frequency due to working on tags with different sampling intervals. In addition, the chance of returning outliers is greatly reduced due to an average over a period being taken instead. Transitioning to our next feature, on the screen we have a signal reporting our product impurities and two conditions. one reporting the batches going through our mixers, and another reporting the batches going through our reactors. In this process, batches go from different mixers to different reactors, and it can be difficult to establish a genealogy for the batch due to it being tracked by different datasets. With the Composite Condition tool, I connected my mixers to my reactors based on the batch they are running. I can even keep the properties from both conditions on this calculation to know which mixer and which reactor were in use. The capsules of this batch tracker can now tell me how long the batch was processing for and which equipment it came in contact with to help investigate the reason for these impurities. This batch genealogy workflow is relevant to all batch users and has been providing value even before R61. What was added in this version of Seek was the ability to perform the analysis in the Composite Condition tool. Seek's formula tool is great for advanced users who want to perform complex analyses, but newer users sometimes see it as a challenge to learn during the beginning stages of their Seek usage. For that reason, we migrated some of the additional parameters you could do in formula to the Composite Condition tool. Keep properties and match property were discussed previously, but also added was use earliest start, which will allow joint composite conditions to connect capsules, beginning at the earliest capsule matching the criteria. The last new additions to show will be centered on our admin users. Seek has added more options for our admins to effectively manage data sources their users look at. We've added an Aviva Data Hub connector, which will allow users to access data available in their Aviva Data Hub namespace in Seek. This connection can be added via the Data Source Management panel in the admin page. Data sources can also be archived in this panel. Before, admins had to follow a slightly tedious process to remove a data source and every item that came from it. Now, with the click of a button, admins can archive a data source completely. While the features shown in this video cover a large portion of the features added in R61, there are others not shown that are sure to intrigue some users. For more information about these features, as well as those mentioned, please visit the What's New in R61 knowledge base article, linked in the description.